Hey guys, Noxious here, and today we're going to be discussing the future. I mean, the new patch tomorrow in Fortnite, of course. Patch 4.0 is going to be dropping tomorrow, and Epic Games has prepared a load of new changes to the game. All the changes seem amazing, at least to me, and it seems that they've actually been paying a lot of attention to the forums and seeing what people want to see in the game and making those changes happen. A few things before we get started. Make sure to support a creator so you get the free pink wrap on patch day. You don't want to miss this. You don't need to pay for anything. Just make sure that you have a creator supported so you get the wrap when the patch drops and you'll log into this free treat. Another addition to note is that there are going to be plenty of challenges similar to the 14 Days of Fortnite event that we all just did in the next patch starting tomorrow. So there's going to be 3 new skins available for sale. They're all Valentine's Day themed. They look really damn good, especially the chick with the blue hair. That looks amazing. But now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with what's going to be changing it tomorrow. First off, we got probably one of the biggest nerfs in a while. Rocket launchers are no longer going to be found in chests. So that means that the only way you're going to be able to find these rocket launchers is either in a vending machine or supply drops. So these are going to be extremely rare now. I mean, it makes it good for people like me. I feel like I always see, people in the top 10 always have, probably 8 of them have rocket launchers. So, that's really good for somebody like me. Rocket launchers are also getting a second nerf, if that wasn't bad enough. They're going to be increasing the reload time of these bad boys from 2.52 seconds to 3.24 seconds. This nerf is going to definitely not allow people to continuously spam rockets like in the current state of the game, where people are just spamming rockets back and forth at each other's builds and people just keep re-turbo building. This is going to, change the whole game for endgame. But anyways, let me know in the comments below what you all think about these nerfs, and let's get on to the next topic of discussion. It's going to be zip lines. Zip lines are now going to have an interact prompt added. This will feel so good, as there's been so many times where people have died by falling or running into a zip line by mistake. Let's say you're jumping and fighting somebody, and then you're on a build and then you fall, you jump down on the build and there's a zip line halfway through and now you're dead. So I mean, this is going to be so good. I'm so glad this is added. Anyways, I think zip lines most of the time are a death trap, but this is going to help zip lines be less of a death trap. Secondly, these are also going to no longer cause fall damage, which is the best thing I've heard so far, because how many people have died from zip lines in, Season 7? Everybody's at least died once. Instead of jumping on a zip line and putting yourself into a movement that is fixed so everyone can essentially shoot at you for free, you can actually jump off and start building and fighting back instead of sitting there getting sniped in the face by somebody watching you come right at them. This will help all of us immensely. And it seems like, definitely a step in the right direction. The zipline could most likely be the worst decision you make in a game, just because of how loud it is when you jump on it. It forfeits your position, makes you travel in a straight line, allowing people to get free shots on you. So removing fall damage is definitely a help in allowing people to counterplay getting shot at while riding on a zipline. Let me know in the poll above what you guys think about ziplines pre-patch, what they are in the current state now, and drop a comment if you think the changes are good or bad regarding them. Now let's move on to another controversial topic: planes. Planes will no longer be able to smash through structures. This is an insane nerf to planes, but much needed, as people would just run into player built structures, or any structure for that matter, and completely obliterate that player's hopes of building a skyscraper in the middle of their build fight. This change will make planes much weaker, but they will be much more balanced. That being said, planes have been overpowered all season, being able to destroy any builds instantly. And I think this change will be greatly appreciated by probably most of the Fortnite community. I'm sure there's some people out there that are hating on Epic for this, but nonetheless, we got to move on. The hand cannon nerf, or Deagle as all of us know it, is coming tomorrow as well. The Deagle will have its damage to structures reduced from 150 to 100 tomorrow. This is another insane nerf, because most people use wood to build, and as everyone knows, wood structures cap out at 150 health, meaning that the Deagle in the current game one-shots wooden structures. So this makes a lot of people instantly get killed because their structure goes down in one shot, and then the player switches to another weapon and then shotguns you. So metal and brick structures, they've never been able to be one shot, unless they were just initially built. But the wood structures, even fully built, are still one-shottable by the Deagle right now, and that's going to change tomorrow. Turbo buildings, the next item on the list. Turbo building delay will be decreased from 0.15 seconds to 0.05 seconds. This means that, turbo building is if you hold down the button that builds a certain structure, it will build, 0.1 second quicker, which is a lot if you think about it. It's going to be very noticeable, I'm sure, tomorrow when we all are trying it out. So, I mean, going into building again, this is actually editing, but they're kind of similar. Fortnite is now going to allow us to crouch while in the edit mode. I don't know how this wasn't added when the game came out. It finally got put into the game. It should have been in from the beginning, but I'm so happy that this change finally came. Now, let's move on to the weapons that are coming out tomorrow. I know everybody's been waiting for the weapons. We have the infantry rifle. It's going to be the new weapon. Epic releases tomorrow, and it looks like it'll probably have a few rounds in the magazine and fire like a hunting rifle, but who knows? Epic hasn't released any information on the weapon except for the quote, classic design meets new combat style. They are removing the burst rifles, so the FAMAS is now getting removed from the game, along with the other burst rifles that were removed earlier this season, which is good, and this weapon should be taking that spot. So hopefully this weapon proves to be useful, as the burst rifles were never useful for me. So hopefully this one takes its spot and actually puts some numbers on the board and people actually like it. But I'll be definitely trying this weapon out tomorrow. I'm sure everybody's going to be looking forward to trying this weapon out tomorrow. And then they're adding a second weapon. It's going to be the Valentine's Day themed crossbow. Looks exactly like what people would think Cupid's bow looks like, except it's a crossbow. The weapon comes with a scope, and supposedly it hits harder than the one released a few weeks ago during the Ice King event, when you were shooting the zombies and stuff like that. So, I mean, we'll see how that does. Hopefully it turns out to be better than that one, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. It looks okay. It has a scope, so that does put some edge on it compared to the other one. But I'm not a big fan of the crossbows in this game. So anyways, I mean, if you guys have any input, any thoughts, maybe changes you like, changes you didn't like, please drop a comment in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and that's going to wrap everything up for us, boys. I'll be on tomorrow. Make sure to claim your Support a Creator code. Put in any of your favorite creators' name. Make sure that it works. Once it shows their name in the top right corner of your screen, you will get your reward tomorrow when the patch drops. Anyways, y'all take it easy, boys. Make sure to subscribe.